No anime here. Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo, and I'm not here for anime because this isn't anime, it's real life! And it's Mobile Suit Double Zeta Gundam Episode 8, and it's definitely anime. It's so very anime indeed. Last time on Mobile Suit Double Zeta Gundam Episode 7, the Gaza Squad arrived, and they were fabulous, and we defeated them easily, and threw them out the airlock where they belong. I don't know if any of them will be back, because I'm not sure if characters die in Double Zeta yet. I mean, Saigusa died, and people die, but they got, like, exploded and thrown out into space, but they didn't actually explode. And when he chopped one of them in half, they didn't actually get chopped in half. So maybe they'll be back. Or maybe they're dead. Who cares? We're still trying, nominally, to get off of Shangri-La. I don't know if we're actually trying to get off of Shangri-La at this point. Somebody commented on the previous episode, every time T rings up, they're almost out of the thing and out into space. I think of, when are we going to get to the fireworks factory from Oyasumi Poon Poon? And that sobers me up a little bit. It puts things into context. So, okay, maybe we never get off the station. I think we will. When? Maybe a few episodes. Maybe now, maybe a few episodes. If we get off the station now that I've given up on it, that'll be silly. In any case, we're going to try to go get this security hatch thing open. It's a utility hatch that would be very useful for... would have a lot of utility for us. But that's going to mean actually interacting with some of the higher up big wigs on the station. We'll see how we actually manage to operate on that front. I believe that Lena and Judo agreed to make that happen, to facilitate that. So these downtrodden kids who are not well liked by at least one primo junker are going to go and appeal to get a useful thing done. We'll see about that, baby. We'll see. Marshmallow Cello has thrown the Gaza Squad at this problem, has thrown many things at this problem, almost actually decided to go straight after the Argama himself, but was instead held back by Gotten, and through the actions of the Gaza Squad actually ended up causing an immense amount of damage to the whole place, which is bad, and we keep really fucking Shangri-La up, so maybe we'll get some sort of thing where if we just tell the bigwigs, hey, we'll get this war out of your station if you just open the door for us. Then maybe it'll work. Maybe we'll be able to see La Vie en Rose and the beautiful babe of my dreams. Rue LaRue, I think. La Lou? I don't know. Soon. Or not. Or it'll be another 6 episodes. I kind of hope not. I do want to get out into space and find out what's going on in the whole broad galactic conflict stuff, but I'm going to stop talking about it every time, because it keeps not happening. It keeps not happening. I'm just going to give up and enjoy what we've got, which, to be fair, has been quite great. We did see a little spoiler at the end of the last episode. We saw one frame of, like, what looked like a funeral. And I'm wondering if that's a funeral for the Gaza Squadron, and if that will mark things getting slightly more serious. Or if it'll be as humorous as their lives were. Funny in death as they were in life. Who knows? In any case, let's watch episode 8 of ZZ Gundam and we'll see what happens. I've got it up. It's ready to go. There'll be 2 versions, picture-in-picture in the description, timer on YouTube, beep beep timer to catch down. Let's go. It always just hits with such force. I'm getting used to it, but it's so important to note how weird the tone of all the OP and the yay, it's so happy. It's so weird. Recap. Ruruka. Yeah, me too, man. Oh, that's why. Sure. The funeral bell tolls twice, but for whom? For whom does the bell... Alright. Marshmallow cello? This feels like marshmallow cello music. That is exactly what we're doing. What? Oh my god, they're all crying? Respect for the dead? What is this? What weird feudal society do they... Actually, though. Huh? Oh. Oh. You can only relate to it if you're in space piloting stuff. True. That is their plan. Papa! Weren't they all really interested in avenging their comrades before? No time to grieve, only fighting. Wow. All right. Very interesting. I would think that would cause some, like, grumble, rumble, grumble. How do... It does raise the question of how Mashimir's underlings feel about him. They seem to be down, but why? Oh, right, because they all share one brain cell. Woo! Zooming. But it's red. Oh. Why does it keep doing that? Oh, what? Why? Charge her off for what? Wow, she looks awesome. Oh my god, that shirt with the exposed shoulders is nice. It's cool, it creates like flowy bits. I like it. It also shows a little bit of shoulder and skin, you know? Can't complain. I really am into Ruka. Luca. Fuck. Always. God damn it. Maybe you should have. Yeah, I believe in... Oh, man. All as one! All as one! Oh, hi! He's found the pig and he's roasting it! Okay. Isolationism? Who? Oh, there she is, okay. Oh! Judo! Clang, smash, bang! Wait, are you pointing at... Are you pointing at Yazan? Are you actually? Uh... Oh god. This is actually wow. Oh my god, she looks like Pure Moonlight. Huh? It's a flare. It is the flare, right? Yeah. Yeah, you don't know who you're dealing with. Oh my god. It's so crazy that he's so stupid and goofy. Whoa. Oh shit. Hey, it's the enemy. They find Zeta immediately? They don't find this meeting? So I'll just Oh, here we phase into Haman-sama. He's such a dork. Wow. Horny boy. I mean, it's not a cigarette, but it's close. Don't do it. Oh, shit. Oh. It just got blasted. All right, man. Good luck. That was fun. Flip whip. Oh. Oh. Eh. Oh. Oh my god. So has Yazan been pulling strings this whole time? A little bit? Oh, if they use the flare, then Bright won't know and they'll yeah. Oh my god, he's in a suit. No, 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 no. Everything's bad. Even if it's one of the shitty ones, even if it's something that Gemon has built. That's Yazan, man. That was pretty close. Oh my god, nice sketchy. No! No! Oh my god. This is fun. This is like real high stakes chaos. And Marshmallow Cello isn't even really in battle. Wow, that was cool. Boji? What a great leader. Whoa! No! Oh, the answer turns out is no. Fucking idiot. Yes, this, the most efficient way. Yeah, boys. Nice night. Is that the Argama? Yeah, okay, I'll take it. Hi, battleship. Well, you got a moment. I've found you. Okay, hey, this is suddenly intense. It feels like we are moving in the direction of the thing. Maybe we will get to space today. Yazan got into a mobile suit. That's enough. It's still kind of goofy, though. He hasn't murderated anybody completely. More food for you? She wants to stay with Camille. Then he'll be safe. Oh, okay, so some more layers, like Foz doing everything for Camille. There's some emotional stakes there. Let's go, man, you got it. Let's go, man, you got it. I still believe. God, you gotta love Camille for making the Zeta so damn freaking resilient. I don't know what he made it out of, but it's resilient. Really? He's just gonna javelin toss it. That'll start getting bad. Freaking junkers. Hi, guys. It's not open. We've got a different situation. Where can we go? What can we do? We've already revealed ourselves. Oh, jeez. Oh, my God. So he doesn't care about the ideological drive. It's just, I kind of want to defeat the Argama and also money. That's a cool... That looks great. Damn it, guys. Alright, come on. We gotta get this Gemon guy off our freaking tail. So they're gonna foil each other. Get him. Zeta! You can die, dude. Yeah! Holy shit, we did it! He's dead. That dude dead, man. Okay, I was just talking about that. People don't really fully explode. Nope. Man. Yeah, it's all our fault, huh? All our fault, huh? Get off. Get off. Come on, just... Did you see that frame? Wow, it's all your fault. This doesn't seem like an effective attack. He thinks that he's... He thinks that he's Camille! Whoa! Whoa, what? What? Vegetarian ninja? What are you talking about? What was that? Chimater! Chimater! Chimater-san! Chimater! Chimater! Who are you? Are you a secret agent? Why does everybody fuck stuff up every time? It's almost like, I'm gonna go do it, bonk. Oh, they are gonna try to shoot them once they're through, so that it explodes on the outside. How is this gonna turn around and foil you, man? Oh, nice! So are we just gonna impact and shoot Yazan? My secret body-changing technique. That blast looked like it cut through the frame. That was weird. A bunch of really interesting animation throughout this episode. That looks really good. Oh my god. Right in your face. Oh, and he's out. Hey, wait, they're not closing anymore. Will it fall so that we don't drop the Endra? Oh, he doesn't know how to fucking fly it. Okay. Oh my god, again, every time. No hama hama for you, man. Is it just never gonna happen? Is it just never gonna happen? Is that the joke with the hama hama? Is that it just never happens? Ha! My roof! That was a pretty solid moment from Marshmallow. Man, it is really taking its own piss. Whee! What a ding dong. That's very... The little pop out of here. Very cute. Gifable. Oh, come on. What? I knew you could do it, buddy. What? We're just headed right out into space? So as soon as I gave up on it, it happens. Where's the hot girl? I was promised hot girls. And burgers. You promised me burgers and hot girls. This is how you got me on board, man. Yeah. What the fuck, Chimata-san? Adapt yourself to the Earth sphere. Do things the way that they do them. Alright. Badly. It's all that's left of our comrades. Smells meaty. Oh. We're building this guy up. He was there in the first scene, too. This is such a squad. They're so supportive. Ah, I didn't understand. The bell tolls twice. Oh boy, and that's where we leave it. With Mashimir beaten. And the Hama Hama finally completed. We'll see. It's joking now. It's joking now, but man, the Sinister could be coming. It could really be on the way. It could really be on the way. Oh man. This one felt different. Just different. I was gonna say better, but in what way? I don't know. Different. I liked parts of it a lot more. It felt like we were actually making moves toward the stakes in the plot happening. The framework of ship hatch needs open, get to ship hatch, here are the enemies in the way. Oh, good, a plot. Like, a direct thing that we can try to do. Okay, so that ends episode 8 of ZZ Gundam, and I was just saying as we phased out that this episode feels different, and I was tempted to say better, but that's not exactly it. The humorous aspects and the goofy comedy and the gag bits and the like we'll call it the bonks, the bonking your head into the ceiling when you try to get up, or Mashimir goes through a door and the door closes on his hand. He goes ah, and then he continues on as though nothing has happened. The bonks, the goofy dumb jokes, are still there in as much like quantity as they were before. What I think is different is that for the last large number of episodes, we've been in this sort of wishy-washy state where it's like, we're kind of trying to get Judo to join the squad, sort of, and he sort of does, and then sort of doesn't, and then sort of does, and then sort of doesn't. And we're kind of trying to get off the place, but not really, and we're not really moving towards it. We're kind of are, and we're kind of not. We're kind of are, and we're kind of not. And it's not clear exactly, like, do we have a goal for this episode? Can we accomplish it? And this episode, from the beginning, we have a goal set out. It's, we're gonna go and get that hatch open, and get the Argama out of here. And we don't know how far we're going to get into that goal, or I don't coming in, but the whole episode is structured around moving toward that goal. And it does continuously. And Luca's presence in the episode is like, hi, I'm here to go do that, and I'm off to do it. And Judo's like, hey, wait, I wanted to do that. No outsider can do this, and I'm off to do it. And everybody moves in the same direction. And on the Argama, we're like, no, we have to avenge them. We'll go after them. We're going, and I'm off. We're heading in the same direction. And then the Junkers are like, we gotta keep them from getting off and gotta steal all that stuff. And going that way. And Yazan's like, I gotta destroy the Argama, because, yeah, it'd be fun. And also money. And also, vengeance, but also money. Yeah, and they're all going off in the same direction. And they're all headed in the same direction for the whole episode. And all their wibbly, jokey bullshit stuff doesn't make them head away from that direction. And it feels like in previous episodes, the jokey comedic stuff actively, held us back from getting to whatever we were trying to get to. If we were trying to get to Judo gets on the ship, the jokey interplay between the characters didn't quite facilitate that. And I'm thinking about this in the context of Macross, which we're watching, where everything is built to facilitate the story moving forward rather quickly. And this, it's like, not. But this episode, it is. This episode, it is. We've got everything aligned toward a goal, and everything moves toward that goal. And then the things that are obstacles to getting to that goal are the right obstacles. They're the right, interesting obstacles. I don't want to see our characters fight against, go into a conference room and have to argue their case to get the Argama off the ship. That doesn't have any narrative weight to me. I want them to battle with Mashimir, right? Because he's the narrative weight. And I want them to battle with the people who are holding them down here, the Junkers. because they have narrative weight. That's what they've been fighting against so far. So those things being obstacles to the goal are actually facilitating the goal narratively. Does that make sense? They prevent our main characters from getting to the place that they're trying to go, but the fact that they're there to prevent it produces the dramatic tension that we need for the whole story to work. Good stuff. Everything moves toward that goal, and everything facilitates the movement toward that goal in a compelling way. And that's like, oh my god, yes, we did a storytelling. That's good. Good stuff. Then, throughout the episode, the humorous aspects are goofy and silly, but they are pretty good. The gag animation, I think, is really good. The bonks look really good. And there are a few character faces. Like, there's a snap face from Yazan in one of the moments that he gets really expressive. There are a bunch of little things like that. Or when the stomps happen, they all stomp down and Judo jumps out of the way, and then the next one stomps down and Judo stands stock still and straight through it. It's like Looney Tunes level cartoony stuff, but it's really well executed in my opinion, and that covers a lot of ground. That covers a lot of flaws, is good execution in the actual humorous moments. And cool visuals, they help a lot. So, let's skim the episode. God, these guys. And Mashimir just doesn't get it. He just doesn't get it. This is clearly important to the soldiers, but he does not get it, and immediately pops in and orders them to go and fight, because this is the best memorial. Now, they all, yes, sir, him, but he's messing it up, for sure. And really, it's gotten turning around and rephrasing it to them that gives them the ability to align with it. Otherwise, they'd be against it. So more and more and more, Gotten is the real power behind the throne, right? Which is interesting because Haman is also much more like that than the like flamboyant upfront Mashimir. She's the one behind the throne, right? Yeah. All right. Off they take and zoom, and off we go. All these scenes of Shangri-La itself look really good in this episode too, which is interesting because we leave it. Oh my goodness, LaRue's outfit is fucking hot. It's fucking hot. She's like Tsubasa. Look, so like blue here, like Tsubasa. This character, she's like that. Yeah, but then she's like Kua Moonlight though. Cure Moonlight from Heartcatch Precure. Oh, that's a spoiler. I don't want to spoil that for you, actually. Let me just find you. This will just be a quick show. Yeah, you see? Cure Moonlight. Super gorgeous. Very flowy. Much blue and gray and purplish, right? Same sorts of things. Really great character. I really like the outfit. It looks so good. It looks so good. And we get this scene of her running that's like reverse of 4 running the other direction. And it's lovely. It's lovely. Ah, yeah. Ah, she's great. I'm in love. I'm in love with an astronaut. And it's not just 'cause her ass is hot. Woo, woo. Yeah, yeah. She's really competent. It's great. I like the little things going on in the background through all these scenes. Those are great too. She's really competent. It's really cool. I also like, it's a difference in the way that we're framing all of the scenes in here. There are lots more like moving cameras in scenes that transition us from one to another. Like we'll pull from one room out into the hallway, or we'll pull from a room, turn out into the hallway. Makes everything flow together and gives me a sense that the space is connected, as opposed to the Argama being 3 sets, where it's like, this is the bridge set, this is the hallway set, this is the inner room set. The Argama feels like it's a more cohesive location, like a Dark Souls map, where you've got actually, like, transitions between the points and it's all connected. Yeah. Running back and forth, going after the boy. What a circumstance. Chi Matter bound up, Yazan on the ground, again, the power behind the throne a bit, and this guy yelling and inciting violence and freaking out. Hey, what's going on here? Hey, that's what's going on here. And they sort of run into each other and sort of foil each other a little bit. God, this moment, this is where she reminds me of Cure Moonlight, because the hair over the portion of the eye thing is right in that zone. She's got these little earrings that are pretty fucking fabulous. She's got this, like, her shirt thing is asymmetrical. It's tied up on one side and down on the other. And it's got a boob window. I can't complain. And a kind of a collar, which is sort of right in that mid zone where it's simultaneously sexy and professional. Ooh, Ruka. I can't even remember your name. Shit, I'm an asshole. I know. Okay. This whole scene has something really compelling about it. Chimater's like lying to Yazan as though Yazan is sort of a grungy scumbag, right? And he has no idea that he's talking to a well-trained soldier, right? And a dangerous man. It continues to be really interesting about all the Yazan scenes. Characters don't treat him like he's him. And it's really weird to me because every time I see him on screen, I have like a visceral gut reaction, and all the other characters are like, there's the idiot who fell in a pit. And that's also how it's framed, right? We see Yazan menacing in a corner, and then he's pointing, right? So all the characters only experience him being totally incompetent and worthless. And we know the truth is that this guy's a monster. He's a problem. And he almost gets to show it this episode. But no, we'll get to the goofiness of that. Bang, clang, boom. Don't play around with me. Shut up. And then he's like fiddling with it. Ridiculous. All right, we'll just shoot them a little bit. This Haman scene is really sensual. They often are. Mashimir often loses himself in like focusing on some detail of Haman's physicality or some way of how she's sitting or holding herself or something like that. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Every soldier gives up their individual life to die for the Principality of Zeon. All for one, right? Right. All for one. This is totalitarianism. In total, a monolithic entity that all of the humans are but cells within. I really view human metastructures as organisms. Corporations in particular, literally corpo is body, right? They're a body of people, corporation. And nation states as well, but I think nation states are gonna fall out of favor relatively soon because they don't matter much. It's an artificial distinction created by previously extant barriers of culture, linguistics, and geography, which are no longer extant. They just don't exist anymore. The barriers that generated nation states no longer exist fundamentally. Like, you can translate between English and Chinese almost perfectly, continuously. So as that has happened, give it a generation swap, and those people will be in a world where the cultural norm is communication across boundaries. And then you end up asking the question, why do those boundaries exist in the first place? So regardless of that, my point is that, or what I'm trying to move toward is that I view organizations of humans, whatever label you give them, as something like organizations, as something like organisms, organizations and organisms, as you see, again, similar roots for obvious reasons. The most obvious reason being that I'm an organization, and so are you. You're like a big one. In fact, you're layers and layers and layers of them. You're a bunch of organs and systems of organs, skeleton, musculature, organs, right? Brain, nervous system. And those are all kind of separate, and then they're organized together. And each of them is made up of cells and stuff. And each of those is an individual living entity that has given up a part of its individual life in order to die for the principality of you. If I go like this, I just killed like a bajillion skin cells. Like a bajillion. And I don't give a fuck. I don't even care. They're screaming and dying under my fingernails right now. Ah! You know how you can tell? It's because they're giving off the compounds that they give off when they die. Those skin cells are screaming and dying. It's what they're there for. Layers and layers of them. Millions and billions of them, all layered across me to protect what's inside. Because they're less important than what's inside. That is a totalitarian organism. I, the conscious entity that pilots this thing around, am nominally in control of it. Now, I'd venture to say that it's maybe more in control of me than I am of it, and you'll find this out if you ever try to don't drink water for a while or hold your breath for 5 minutes. Good luck. You'll find out very fast that it's more in control of you in some ways than you are of it. But, you know, you're pretty in control of it. If you want to choose to go face first into a subway, and I don't mean a sandwich shop, I mean a train. If you want to go face first into a subway, you can, and none of your cells can tell you otherwise. That's pretty definite control. And similarly, in a totalitarian regime, if the head of state decides, we're going to war, you as an individual citizen don't get much choice in that. Unless you want to cut off the head and replace it. And that gets dangerous, because, well, chickens with their head cut off run around, freaky, and then they die. And so do nations. Right, actually, that's a great analogy. You cut the head off a nation and it does revolutionary France, which is exactly running around with its head cut off, bleeding a bunch, bashing into a bunch of walls, and then replacing the head with a worse head, and dying in between a couple of times. It's like, Jesus. Every soldier gives up their individual life to die for the Principality of Xeon. So very well put. And positively put. It's framed as like, this is the glorious and noble truth, the calling that we are all a part of. A thing to be respected and honored, right? It is glorious and noble for you as a knight to give your life for king and country, correct? Right. Yeah, of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? You want to give your life for you? No. You're not yours in a regime like that. You don't own you. The nation bore you. Not your mother, not your family. The bigger family. The nation. The biggest umbrella is the most important umbrella. Right? That's the totalitarian regime, all for the total. So you don't own you. And that's the difference between that and the crazy, weird individualism of the spacers that we keep seeing. The spacers, the colony people, the space noids, the junkers on Shangri-La as chaotic and clusterfucked and wrong and unregulated and broken and corrupt and awful as their non-system often ends up being, at least each of them seems to own themselves, right? Gemon can't stand up there and say, we're going to war! And they all go, nah, and the war still happens. He doesn't have that power over them. He can convince them, but they choose of their own volition. So we're drawing lines here a little bit, and I think it's a compelling and valuable line to draw and thing to point out. Because, well, I live in a society where I do own myself, at least for the most part, and it's pretty nice. I'm not required to give up my individual life to die for the Principality of the United States of America. 40 years ago, I might have been drafted into the Vietnam War and been forced to do that. That's a big change. A couple hundred years ago, any nation on the planet, and you would have been forced to do that. In the future, it may happen again. But as it stands, not only do I not have to do that, I don't have to engage in essentially any action that I don't want to do. I'm compelled in almost no ways, except by my physical bodily needs and then by my desires. Now, those physical bodily needs might be hard to accomplish in a way that forces me into labor market, yada yada. But aside from that, I'm pretty self-determined. I made the choice a few years ago to stop being a rather lucrative, well-contributing to society computer programmer, because it was killing me, and I hated it, and to pursue my passion and talk about anime. And look, I'm doing it, and I'm not making as much money or producing as much, like, obvious taxable value for the country. So maybe it should be that I shouldn't be allowed to do that. Maybe it should be regulated away. Maybe we should live in a more authoritarian regime that produces more efficiency. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'll take what we got, you know? I'll take what we got. And I'll give it up with great fight. You're gonna have to fight me for it. And I think that's a useful framework to see the space noids from. If this is the alternative, they'll take Shangri-La and junk piles every day. And the same goes for if the Argama starts turning into something like this, where you're on the Argama, you follow orders. I don't know about that, man. And then we get to a problem, which is ships need orders. Military command needs people who follow orders. Judo and folks aren't good at that. We'll see how that clashes and breaks down. We're drawing lines. We're drawing lines here. I like it. I also like this visual aspect that we get in this conversation. First, Mashimir's like, huh? And then snap to be, yes, my lady. As soon as she's looking at him, he does this. But what will comfort their spirits the most? Vengeance. And while I have to note this, because in film theory and like artistic representation theory, this is sexual as fuck. Doesn't hurt that there's pink on screen. That helps immediately. Or that her nails are pink as well. That helps immediately. They're also her colors. But she's fondling a pencil or a cigarette, okay? Right? Like, this is actually language. This is actually has meaning to be playing with a cylindrical object in frame as a woman. It's so, I know it feels really weird that that's the case, but it really does. And you can go and find a dozen textbooks that will indicate that this is intentional framing. And here, 100% it is. Mashimir's like lost in this shot, in this scene, this moment of her hand and how she grabs the wine glass and how delicately she holds it. It's really cool. It's really, really cool because, well, it happens to you and me subconsciously too. We could just skim right past this scene and it would have happened to us and not talked about it. But that scene actually did something to you. It did something to us. It did something to Mashimir. And it's like, there's a reason that they put some effort into drawing it this way and really focusing on the movement. And then he's lost in it, and like someone who's caught sneaking a peek or something, back out to her eyes, and it's like she knows it, like she's got him in a trance or something. Fucking weird. Oh, that's so cool. It's so cool. That's one thing, is Haman Karn is absolutely 100% aware of how much power she has over him in all of these flashback scenes. And then he pops into it, and he's like, yeah! Full in. Woo-hee. All right, I'm going to go do it. Hey, don't underestimate me. So immediately Judo is trying to do this. Hey, I'm pretty cool, right? Hey, pretty girl, I'm pretty cool, right? I'm pretty cool. I can do things you can't do, right? Watch me do a handstand. I'm doing a handstand. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? I can do a backflip. Hey, do you like backflips? Hey, I can do a backflip. Hey, I've got ice cream. Do you know where there's ice cream? There's ice cream over there. Do you want to come get ice cream? Ice cream's cool. Actually, I'm not going to ask you about that because that would be too forward. I'm going to go get ice cream and lick it while staring at you because I'm weird. Right. You can tell why I don't get many dates. Anyway, he's doing this like 5th grade romance sort of thing. God, characters keep getting bonked. He bonks here, and then he immediately bonks again when he runs into this dude. Just bonks all over the place. These two characters, they bonk each other like 5 times. The bonk ends up facilitating their interaction. You! And then that they meet here, and he still thinks that it's not him in the Zeta, it's Kamiyu in the Zeta who beat him before, who's caused all of his trauma. Wow. This episode brings so many threads together. I'm really, in retrospect, really intrigued. Hey, look. Ha! Yoo-hoo! God, super close. I really liked this little slide. The little puff of dust behind it. I really like that. I always love little animation bits. They're what catch my attention so much, and that's why I wrote down so many of them in this episode. But there is a bunch of good animation in this episode. Maybe it's that Bebow stuff. I don't know. Okay, climb. Ha, yeah. Sort of duo squad Yazan Gemon is goofy as heck. So is this. But it's also great. I really liked the nice catchy moment. I really like that it messed up. It makes it so much funnier. Dang! And the swipe is also really cool. As she goes for the swipe here, she like has to let go of the wheel of the plane and it starts to lurch. And a bunch of really cute faces in there as well. Whoa! Whoa! And then there's this swoosh from the big the big pipe, which is the first one that I actually wrote down at 10:30. There's the throwing. Yeah, but where's the... There's one where he just swipes it. Yeah, here, okay. As she goes by, he just swipes at it. Oh, is it not as fast as I thought? Oh, it's that one. Okay, it's before that. There are two. Oh, that's nice. So, what is it? What are we doing? Is there like a really bendy frame in there? Yeah, there is. Okay, so it's two really bendy frames. Really bendy frame, and those sweep it through. Reminds me of almost of some of the stuff in Giant Robo. I mean, for obvious reasons, but the bendy blades and the way that those robots sort of move with mechanical but like scale that makes them flex and shift. That's cool. I wonder who's responsible for that. I don't know. It's cool. And then there's the other one, and then later it's Yazan stuff at 1550. Gammon just full fails. Again, people, characters just screwing themselves over. And we can trot along through a bunch of the episode okay. Holding down the fort. God, they're terrifying. Just coming after him. The big javelin shot, where he clump, runs it, and then this one, yeah, that looks pretty good too. And then a bunch of the moments where things clang into the argument and sort of boing and bounce off, they've got a little bit weird rubbery physics, specifically when Yazan is clanging down with his big pipe or whatever later. It's kind of bouncing off of the argument in a way that doesn't feel right. It's like Looney Tunesy, it's goofy. And similarly when he's just thwacking on Judo's head, it's got that sort of, this isn't an efficient way to attack him. Come on, Yazan, you're better than this sort of thing. I won't get my money. Okay. Ready the main guns. If we're blocked, 1550. So I'm almost there. Here he is clanging on the side of the thing. And then he slips, I think? I don't know. I think that this moment of him ripping the pig, the bone out, the facial animation is great. You're always getting in my way. You left me starving and bitter. How dare you? Also, the moments where he actually chews and you can see his teeth in there, that's not often animated. It feels almost, in fact, Yazan throughout has felt this way, a very noir comic-y? Very American comic-y. I don't know, it's cool. Okay, and then clang from the guy, and is this where we get the... Eh? Oh, no, there it is. Zeta, you again? Ah! What a face. What a face! That's a screenshot for me, man. That's 100% a screenshot for me. That's gotta be an emote, right? It's gotta be an emoji. Come to the Discord, see my weird emotes. Pretty cool, and they end up free fall and bonking. Ah, it's all your fault. It's all your fault. It wasn't me. Okay, I wanted to see Chimater's move. What the fuck? That's so sick. This jacket kickflip thing while holding a gun on a bad guy. I mean, on a dude that you've beaten up and tied down. Let's go, Chimater. You know what it feels like? It feels like, oh shit, what's his name? In Symphogear, when we find out that he's a fucking crazy ninja. Shinji Ogawa. Yeah. Yeah. Feels like that. I love it. I love it. And away we go. Oh, what is with this? Bright's like, okay, engine's full ahead. I mean reverse. I don't get it. And away we go. We're going to fight them. We're going to fire on them. We get really kind of spooky here. Bam. Full peace out. Klong into the main gun. He screws them up completely. Come on, Yazan. Absolutely explodes the shit out of the ship. And then we target it with a particle cannon. And then we shoot it down. Man, oh man. And then 17... Oh, I missed 1751. Oh, it's just the gun moving. Oh, no. What I actually wanted to see in particular... So it's two things. First, there's this. He punches this hole through him with the laser. Or the blast, right? And the hole stays where it is. So they didn't move that cell with it, I think, is what's going on. And then we remove it as this comes in. And this is a direct rehash of Kamiyu stabbing through Sirocco, right? Yeah. And then the gun moving is very cool. and Klong, and Hama Hama never? Maybe never. And that's about it. We make it out. Judo goofily oink pops through here and is a character now. And he's like, so we're going back, right? Going back to Shangri-La? Nah, we're in space now. And the weirdest scene. Good job, kid. I knew you could do it from Bright. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's so strange. So strange. But then we double down on taking the piss out of it because Judo walks right past him and it's like, hey, where's the pretty girl? Where, girl? Was promised girl? I don't get him throwing the pig bone in. He says it's for the inhabitants of the colony. They need their respect too. To me, it feels like a distinct disrespect to the soldiers. Who, like, yes, I will bury you with this pig bone who's on the level as you, the same level as you in terms of my regard. I don't know, Mashmir. Weird. We made it to space. I didn't expect it. I should have kept expecting it. It's like when you keep betting on red and it keeps coming up black, so you finally switch and you're like, all right, fine, I'll bet on black, and it switches, it comes up on red. Fuck. Or you're in the checkout lane and you see the other one shorter, you switch. The other one's shorter. Fuck. As soon as you give it up, you find it. Or you're searching for something and you look, fuck. Fine, I can't find it, I'll just buy a replacement. You buy a replacement, you turn around, there it is. Damn it! Just give you a list of pet peeves. There you go. Interesting episode of Zeta Gundam. Hey, that feels like an inflection point, though, doesn't it? I feel like that was an inflection point, don't you? And so, and this moment here at the end, it speaks of things that have been in the past, right? We haven't had a lot of character silhouetted eyes staring out at you from a station where they've been bested, like, vengefully. Haven't had a lot of that. And we've been really tying Mashmir down by having civilians in the way. A lot. We can get murderous now. We can get an inflection point now. So, I'm down for that. That sounds cool. Let's go to space, baby. We're heading to Livia and Rose. Everything's different. Everything's different. Our whole squad is new and has been established on Shangri-La, and I think that this closes off the first part of the first arc of ZZ Gundam as we move into our more tried and true stomping grounds of the wild, vast expanse of nothing that's out there. Gundam continues. And that's it. I don't have anything else. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next week for more. Catch it early on the Patreon. Peace.